I feel like it's been a while since we heard anything from the Japanese side of the game, but today we heard something exciting, ladies and gentlemen. A brand new Ascended character, you heard me right. Unfortunately, it's not like a brand new character. He's a returning unit, and he's actually a character that I didn't think was going to return, and that is Luan. We have a brand new Luan with his artwork right here. You can barely see it, looking absolutely insane with his dragon and stuff in the background on this picture. And I wish we had the raw render of this already, but we don't, unfortunately. And yeah, he kind of got a major upgrade. He's got a new haircut. You know, the man got layers. He really is acting different. Let's get through the whole kit here because I just glanced over it, and we'll see, you know, what all this boy could possibly do. First and foremost, all attack slots. Very summed up version of the kit, but the skill art shins for dark units, the art physical res down, and its modifier scales off of Luan's current HP. It's very similar to that of Sistina. The true art is going to be buffing up your stats and physical damage, and the super art increases its duration based on the number of allies that are alive on the team, and you buff up your own super crit rate by 50%, and you buff up all allies crit rates by 100% as well. He has a few abilities that are definitely worth talking about. The one that when he's leader, he increases equipment CT speed by 50% for the first 100 seconds of a quest. You also have increased all allies crit damage by 50%, and at the start of the quest, you increase your own arc gauge by 100. Let's also talk about his true weapon before we really break down this character anymore. The true weapon is able to reduce enemies' physical res by 30%. If you're a god, you also increase your own arc gauge by 10. Also, abilities. When equipped by Sword God Luan, you increase your own stats by 20% and arc gauge by 3 per second. Definitely going to be something that everybody's going to want. Right now, Luan is a dark unit, and he's all about supporting what it seems like to be dark characters. He's not completely a support unit just because he doesn't really do much apart from give everybody that art gauge on the skill. It is type C, and type C I think is not a new Archon type. Is it new? It might be new. I don't think type C is new, but if it's not new, it has very few characters in it. But I think there are a few characters that this Luan is supposed to be used with. I think it's mainly supposed to be the characters that aren't demons, because there's a few dark characters in Mono Dark that aren't demons. A big one here is a fictional mage Haruto. A good human character that is of course more of a supporting character is Yuzu. Arthur is another one, of course, and Gamagori, and also Summer Sakura that just came out as well as another character. But Summer Sakura is also a magic unit. I'm trying to focus more on the physical characters here if I can. For the most part, if you're in Mono Dark and you're a human, you're pretty much magic damage. I don't know why, but it's just, yeah, every human is practically magic damage apart from a select few. So there's definitely a few characters you could use him with. Of course, you don't have to only use him with only like human characters. You could throw in other characters on the team that are demons or whatever, just to kind of have it. Like Diablo could work perfectly with this Luan, since Diablo doesn't really scale with demons. Another thing is that his entire gimmick is all about buffing up physical damage and reducing physical res and all that. But if I'm gonna be honest, a lot of his stuff is very low when it comes to the buffs and everything. The physical damage on the true art is only 100%, which, you know, back in the day, whenever it was like Sistina doing it, that was kind of crazy. But now, since we have Ascended characters, 100% physical damage up seems really low. Of course, if it was on the super art, it'd probably be a bit better, but I just don't necessarily like that too much. I think that I would have preferred the true art and super art to actually be flipped, and then the super art would give like a massive physical damage buff to the entire team, plus a massive stats up buff as well. One of the main draws to this character, though, apart from just like, you know, the physical damage buffs and everything, is actually going to be his passive, buffing up everybody's equipment CT speed by 50% for the first 100 seconds of the quest. They have already confirmed this stacks with all sources of equipment CT speed. That means if you're using him alongside characters like BF Emperor or Star God Lisa or literally whoever, you're going to have insane amounts of equipment CT speed for that first 100 seconds of a quest, which is really valuable. Like, that is a very valuable thing, and that's probably why they didn't make this character too broken, because they knew if they would have made him too broken, it's very likely he would have been a must-have character in every single team. Because yes, it's on a timer for 100 seconds, but there's so many quests in this game that will only last for 100 seconds. There's not too many quests that go beyond that point. There's a handful, sure, but not too many go beyond 100 seconds of a quest. All in all, I feel like this unit is a little bit, I I don't want to say lackluster, but I have very mixed emotions about him. Because on the surface, I feel like his kit and everything is just a little bland. It's a little bit too cookie cutter, and I don't necessarily like it. But the thing that's really pushing him beyond all of it are his passives. His passives are insane. The equipment CT buff, the crit damage buff, and even the arc gauge buff to himself are all just wild. So because of that, I'm going to say some people use at launch, but I feel like he may fizzle out over time, and then he'll only show up during very specific circumstances to make use of his passive equipment CT buff. I guess one of the only things else that I can say about Luan is the fact that his super art gives himself super crit rate for an entire duration, which means he can wind up making like creation hit super crits a lot more consistently and pretty much all the time, since it lasts for 60 seconds, or any other like hard hitting like magic attacking whip. Like, yeah, they're gonna be able to super crit now, and Luan's gonna be able to super crit like on his arts and stuff like that, which will be wild, especially that regular art. Even though it has only 7% HP damage, if you get your HP high enough, which you can in like grand battle, that's gonna hit hard. That's gonna hit really hard. That might be his hardest hitting attack. So there's definitely potential here. There is definitely some potential and some sauce you can do with Luan, but by no means the best unit we've ever seen in GS. Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it for this video. Tell me down below what you all think about the new Luan. You guys liking him or you guys not? You already heard my opinion. Would love to hear yours down below in the comment section. Also, if you enjoyed this video, have a check out either one of the other videos probably on the screen right now. Great content, guarantee you love them. Since this video came out before my summon video, I'm about to go pre-game for my summon video on global, so I see you all tomorrow for that one. Oh, and one more thing before I leave, don't forget to drink water.